Buongiorno e benvenuta in questo nuovo video. Good morning and welcome to this new wonderful video. My name is Alice Veneziani and I am the founder of my own independent luxury brand based in Italy by the same name. I make clothes and accessories for women who want beautiful, unique, luxurious and limited edition pieces that they can have in their wardrobe and always make bella figura, a good impression whenever they go. If you're interested in getting a custom tailored dress or a wonderful silver handmade jewelry, I highly invite you to check out my website and send me a private email so I can understand your necessity better and we can start working together. During the past few months, I've been getting so many questions about what is the style of an Italian woman? How can I look like an Italian woman? How do you dress like an Italian woman? What is the real Italian women's style? And in today's video, I would love to give you 3 tips on how to look and style very simply whatever you have in your wardrobe so you can have the style of Italian women. Now, being Italian myself, I've always looked at Italian women with a different eye. Even though I grew up in Italy, even though I was born in Italy, sometimes we Italian can diminish our quality and the way we dress because we're so used to seeing all the people around us dressing good for every occasion. So here in Italy, elegance and class are really primary aspect that you can see in day-to-day lives of every Italian woman. So my first tip for you would be to really start having an eye for elegant and classy clothing and stop following trends so much. As a luxury brand owner, I honestly think we have in the fashion world too many collections. You have the pre-spring, the spring, pre-summer, summer, cruise. It's a lot. Designers are really put under a lot of pressures, and sometimes the design or even the feelings you get with certain designs can be left on the second side because you don't really have the time to understand the design, understand what's behind the collection, understand the story. That is why I started my brand from the beginning with maximum 2 collections per year. So I can have collections that really have a story behind. If you want to learn more about the story of my Giuseppina collection, you can go to my website and start learning about the products from there. Or just simply write me an email and wait for more upcoming videos as I will be creating a series where I'll show you the real story behind the Giuseppina collection, what is it inspired from, and why you should really have one of my pieces in your wardrobe. Coming back to the tip, I think you should really stop looking for trends or how to be like other people and start really building your personal style that is more focused on elegance and class. One way to do that, I think, is to ask yourself this simple question: do I like this or not? So, for example, if you go on social media and you see a specific trend, for example, this one that was to pair a skirt, a lace skirt, with a jacket, with a masculine blazer. It was a trend for maybe a week or a month, and I saw many women doing that trend. And in my head, I was like, this doesn't really look good. Like, I would never wear a combination like that because to me that is not elegant, that doesn't have a form, that doesn't really suit my body. So why would I want to follow this trend? Maybe because it's just a trend. I would never do that. And you will actually never find an Italian woman following trends, because in my country we have this saying that you don't follow trends, you create trends. You know, Italians have this aura of always being the innovator and the creators, and I think you can really see this in the day-to-day life of many Italian women. I've seen many women pair things in really interesting and exciting ways that I've never seen before, not even in fashion shows. But you know, Italian women have this particular sense, this third sense for taking everything out of your wardrobe and making it elegant, classy, and interesting. My second tip loops back around to the first one. So how do you make anything interesting? I have observed a lot of women in my life, and I think what I've came as a conclusion and my personal idea is I make anything interesting by adding my personal touch. Now, your personal touch can be adding a pop of color, adding a specific material, for example, like silver, adding an accessory that you've never seen before. For example, these bracelets and earrings are exclusively made just for my brand. I worked with my artisan to make this exclusive collection, and you won't find this design anywhere else than Alice Veneziani and myself. So I think really going even past traditional luxury brand and really going more into artisanal, handmade, and really creative small luxury brand or even small brand, that can really set you up to a new level of confidence and style. And that is what I see most of the times Italian women wearing. So if you go to Italy in whatever season, you'll find Italian women wearing very beautiful things and wearing things you never really saw before. Not on social media, not on fashion shows. Maybe they pair things together, they add their personal sense of style. Maybe they add heels, or they had flats, or they had a very elegant but interesting sneaker to a very elegant outfit, or vice versa. So really adding, and again thinking of what do I really like, so you can stand out more and really start dressing like an Italian woman. My third tip to start dressing and look like an Italian woman would be to play more with being feminine. What I mean by this is that we live in a society that is really casual, especially with women. We are taught to not dress too provocative, not dress too feminine, because that's not correct, or because that's not really good for you. And we are also taught that heels are painful and that they ruin your feet and all of these things. And honestly, whenever I hear these things, I can only think about how these heels for me are way more comfortable than sneakers sometimes. So it's really about what gives you the most confidence wearing it. For example, I made a series of nightgowns or evening dresses and 3-day dresses that I sell my clients. And most women have told me these dresses, even though they're simple, they don't have any extravagant designs, it's really hard to find simple things nowadays. And going back to the basics of elegant and feminine clothing, I think it's a really nice point of start. If you're new, whether if you're new to learning more about your personal style, or whether if you are already skilled and would love to understand a bit more how you can have your own personal style and how to dress more confidently and feeling better in what you wear day to day. And that's exactly the philosophy behind my brand. So if you see my designs, for example, I love my sheet dresses. I really love the fact they're so simple. You can pair it with anything and look good in every occasion. So I had a client that that wanted her custom a sheet dress for a business conference, and she looked really amazing during that conference. And she was the only one wearing a colored dress and a really simple and elegant dress as well. And you just need to pair it with a pair of heels that you like, a small handbag or a big handbag. You can pair it with a jacket or not, and you're good to go. And you look stunning in those dresses because they really are form fitted to your body, and because they're tailored to your body, they really enhances your curves and smoothing out the things you don't want the world to see. So I think starting out with sheath dresses is the perfect way to really enhance and start living and dressing like an Italian woman. And honestly, in the past in Italy, you'll see many women wearing sheath dresses. Nowadays, it's not that common, and that is a bonus point for you because you'll be one in a million and you'll definitely stand out. And these were my 3 tips on how to live and dress elegantly like an Italian woman. I really hope you've liked this video. I highly invite you to share it with a friend that needs to see these kind of tips. Please like this video as well so more people can see this video. And I also invite you to send me a private email so I can start learning about your habits more, and maybe I can give you a couple of suggestions on what to wear and what to pair your beautiful clothes in your wardrobe as well. And also, make sure you're sending me a private email if you're interested in getting a custom tailored dress from me or even handmade jewelry. Now, take a look at this video.